This video is about what not to do when you're freeze drying potatoes. What definitely not to do.
We are getting a bunch of potatoes peeled and ready to put into the freeze dryer. And I didn't have as much time. Well, okay, I didn't make the time to blanch the potatoes. And that ended up being an absolute disaster. Let me show you what happens when you don't blanch your potatoes. So naturally, as they're just sitting on the counters, they're going to turn a little brown from oxidation, and I don't really worry about that. It's what happens in the freeze dryer that is the scary part. Just wait and see. Now, this is about 20 pounds of potatoes. It's a lot of potatoes. I filled those trays as full as I could get them because I wanted potatoes for the rest of the springtime. So they have finished doing their thing now, and I'm gonna go ahead and cook some and see how they come out. They're a little brown from the oxidation. That's nothing to worry about. I'm going to go ahead and soak them to rehydrate them before I make mashed potatoes, and I'm going to soak some and try to make some fried potatoes as well, and just see how they turn out without having blanched them. Most vegetables you can freeze without blanching them. They just don't last as long or as well. Potatoes are a different story. Let's go ahead and boil these up and see what happens. As they were cooking, I went ahead and strained off another pint of the potatoes to stir fry, and check them out. They're just absolutely disgusting looking. Now the boiled potatoes are done, so I want to mash them for dinner, and they are just gummy, gluey, mushy mess. They're so thick. I added a little bit of milk, and it really made it into like a childhood paste. Here's the other potatoes, the ones that are sitting in the strainer. They're just getting darker and darker as they wait. Silly me, I go ahead and fry them thinking somehow that will miraculously change them into something edible. It did not. It did not at all. They are absolutely unedible. This was a huge waste of time and energy and potatoes. So, warning to all, do not freeze dry your potatoes without blanching or baking them first.